Hi, welcome to day 5, where I tell you about the crazy things that have been happening to me and my friends and my family over the last 6 months after making a discovery while I go through a 40-day fast. So this is day 5. I'm down 9.5 pounds. I'm not doing this for weight loss. I'm doing it for spiritual reasons and also to show the people that are watching this that I am serious. What I have to say is going to be very important moving forward for all of us. This is going to continue to ramp up. This is a part of the story. I'm going to have to make this in 2 parts, but this is a really important part. This is also the part that I am most nervous about. I expect to lose some of you along the way, and this would be where I felt like it would happen. So, from the point of gnosis that we talked about yesterday, where you know beyond a shadow of doubt that DMT space is real and it shifts, I've started getting some downloads. And I'll get into those later because they are individually, they feel like messages that I'm supposed to share. I'll get to that after the story. But for today, we're going to start getting into the really crazy stuff. So, I have aphantasia. I can't see anything in my mind's eye. When I close my eyes, I see the back of my eyelids. One night, this is in July, I am trying to go to sleep, and all of a sudden I get Looney Tunes and those kind of older style cartoons in my head, which was the first time that's ever happened. Really interesting. I was just kind of watching for about 10 minutes, and then they started to do kind of trippy things, like turning into kaleidoscopes and doing that kind of stuff. And so with DMT, if you've done it enough, it's pretty universal that you'll feel like it's calling to you, like it has something to tell you. Sometimes it's just an intuitive feeling. Sometimes you'll get stuff like that. That's the first time that had happened to me, though. But I felt it was calling to me, so I went and grabbed my pen. I go on my couch and laying there and take 2 big hits. Then all of a sudden, this energy started rushing through the bottom of my feet, out through the top of my head, like a freight train was running through me. And it was saying, whatever it was saying, we are coming through you. And all of a sudden I started hyperventilating. I was breathing heavily, and then my heart was pounding as if I was sprinting, like I'd just gone for a run. But I'm not in any distress. I could just feel it. And so I kind of hand on my chest, making sure I'm okay. Kind of a scary moment nothing like that had ever happened. But I knew something big was going to happen at some point, and I felt like this is the moment. And so I told it, though, that I'm ready. Whatever it is, I've come this far, let's keep going. So I said, I'm ready. As soon as I said I'm ready, it collects over the top of me, and it's this giant ball of lightning energy and slams into my chest, forcefully slams. And it is pounding into my heart, just over and over, so strong, just these giant thuds. And I'm watching as it looks like I've got lightning coming out of my chest. Extremely intense. This happens for 4 to 5 minutes. Then all of a sudden, whatever that is inside of me. And I am radiating electrical currents through my entire nervous system. My wife was asleep, passed out. She'd been in pain. She was hard asleep. I sprint to my bedroom, and I'm waking her up, hysterical. I am crying, sobbing. I can't speak. I'm out of breath. That was the most incredible thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. My wife, I cannot imagine being in her shoes, being dead asleep, and having my big ass come in there and telling her I have some NHI that has just entered my body. The things that have happened with that since then, it's been 6 months. This was July. Oh, it's been longer than this. It's February now. So, yeah, it's been a long time. I can now feel all of my chakras. It guides me. when it comes to whatever this path is, like I have a mission of what it's chosen me to give a message or to do some things, and I know that sounds crazy, but it continues to prove itself over and over and over again, and we're going to get into that later. So please don't. I hope I don't lose you with this crazy part of the story, but I assure you this is 100% real. Like I said, it guides me. So what it'll do is if I have something along this path to make a decision on, plan A, plan B, I'll think about plan A, I'll think about plan B, and whichever one I get a energy pulse from what is ever inside of me in one of my chakras tells me that is the path to go down. It has forced me to change my diet. It has completely gotten onto me for some of the stuff that I eat: processed foods, fried foods, sugary soda drinks. I stopped vaping. I have no energy. I was drinking 3 to 4 energy drinks a day, and I've stopped that completely. And so, but when I stopped vaping, I put on some extra weight, which is common. I didn't like it, so I was going to cheat, and I was going to get some Ozempic. So I got a script for it, and I took it, and no big deal. It was working. I go on that. The next time I went in for a DMT trip, though, it started to get mad at me for taking that shot. It was getting on to me in my trip with my eyes closed. And then it got to the point where it then moved to wherever that injection spot was. Then 2 months later, this has been so overwhelming, stressful. Not in a negative way. It's a positive way, but like having something like living after something like that happens to you is not normal. There's nobody really to talk to help you through it, outside of which some other people, which I'll get into soon. I did it 2 months later because I was still putting on weight, and the same exact thing happened. I'd like to get this tested because I think I can if we replicate that. I think if we're under some medical imaging of some sort, we should be able to possibly see it. It has completely healed. I've had 4 surgeries in my forearm. The reason I was disabled veteran from the Navy. I had no use of my left hand. I've had these 2 fingers I couldn't feel. My ulnar nerve was severed. This is 2008. I've been that way. I have complete range of motion, no issues, no pain at all. And then my severed nerve has come back together. I can feel both of these fingers now. I've got all sorts of documentation for that part. I did recently go get it x-rayed, and there's a new random piece of metal that is not, it's around the area, but it's not associated with my hardware that's already in my arm. We don't know where it came from. I don't know how to tell people to get this tested. I don't know how to go to a doctor and be like, hey, I have this non-human intelligence that has entered my body and is guiding me through life. And then I've also got this metallic, which looks like an implant in my left forearm. But without looking like a crazy person. But like I said, you might think I'm crazy too, but please don't stop. Please continue to follow me on this story. Not bigger, but big things are going to continue to happen until I get to where we're at today. So please stick along. I'm so happy that you've followed me through, at least to this point. This is probably the hardest thing I've ever told the public. And I look forward to telling you more tomorrow. Sound good? See you then.